All right. Let's see what's going on. We're gonna start real slow because the first part is actually to create a thumbnail. Welcome everybody if someone is on the stream. So this is a very long time since I've streamed, so we'll see how everything goes. We'll see if everything is set up correctly, and we'll see if muscle memory will be good enough. Close to a year actually, last video. So okay. So first order of business is going to generate thumbnails. So for this, let's see if we can generate a few more. Canva.com, yeah, am I still logged in? So you might see some tries. So I'm already recording a few different videos about CSS and stuff like this. We'll see how it goes with that. It's always the same. It's always the same. It's always the same. Which one do we like more? I think this one is capturing new energy. So we're gonna start with that. This guy is gonna be new CSS API exploration. I mean, I'm gonna do like a nice thumbnail. Let's not check all of my different things. All right. Guess we can go a little bit bigger here. Okay. And we are going to say there we go, CSS APIs, make that bigger, make it a big nice white. That's it, you're getting an all-inclusive access to top-notch content creation. And this guy is gonna be exploration, trials, and failures. Go, I want it to be somewhere here. And we're gonna make it smaller up until it fits nicely, like this. All right. I probably want to have another box that's a little bit smaller. And we are going to create yeah, and we're going to create something as it's also going to be anchors and the other one is going to be queries. It's a little bit bigger. This guy is actually smaller. D2. Okay. Seems about right. We can probably make it like this. Okay, top notch, extreme level. All right, so usually you do this behind a be right back screen or something, but you know, I'm not smart. This guy here, and this is gonna be can I only do this way? In that case, we're gonna make this way bigger. There we go. And the background is gonna be that same color-ish. To the back and send to the back. Is that nice? I guess that's good enough. Let's save it and let's download. Yes, please. And let me get to this guy here. Can I change the thumbnail? Can I change thumbnails? Is it possible? Can we make it? Oh. My channel has no content. There we go. Change. There we go. Nope. I want to change it. I want to change this to be that thing. There we go. Not the most nice, I guess, but good enough. All right. All right, ready. Get there. Now, how can I go back to my live dashboard? Oh, it didn't change it. Okay. I guess I'm gonna start setting up myself for the trial, right? Yes, I probably need to have my passwords. Never save it. All right. So, diffusion. Yes, yes, yes. Can I see? Okay, YouTube Studio. There we go. Oh, the messages disappears. Okay, that's great. Okay, but we can start going. All right. Can I at least take the URL here? Can I at least grab the URL? Yes. All right. Okay, should I post anything on... I should probably post something on Twitter, right? Yeah, I should probably. Promise you, at some point, we're gonna start. Oh, come on, do I need to... All right. Okay. Okay, at some point we're gonna start. All right, I just need to send a few messages and we are going to go. Hello everyone, if you are in the chat, let me know. And if you have any question at some point, we will get going. If you haven't got any time, I'm on the stream. All right, so if anyone wants to pop in, all right, let's get going. So we are going to be doing a little bit of CSS fun. Some CSS fun with has anchors, container queries, and why don't you wrap, I don't know, and a side dish of dialog, element, and popup attribute. All right. So I'm here in I am in Chrome Canary because we are going to use some of very new APIs. So we're gonna have can I use ready to be there, because most likely this is going to be a very unobtainable stream for production at the moment. So First one is going to be dialog API. Widely supported. There's only Firefox, I think, that has backdrop troubles. There you go. But the rest should work pretty well. The pop-up. I don't even know if pop-up is on Can I use yet. HTML pop-up attributes. Top layer. Pop-up API. Yeah, there you go. Pop-up API. Brand new, oh, actually, what? Okay, brand new. I mean, and this is really not available for anything. You actually need to go into the flags. What is it? Chrome settings. Yeah. Absolutely not. Feature flags. Flags. Yes. And you need to enable the experimental web platform. Otherwise, there's really nothing. There's nothing else that can run this pop-up API. But we're going to also have the has parent selector, which you can see is going to be available in the next version of Chrome. This is why I'm also running Canary, so everything is good. Otherwise, you had to go through a flag as well, which people don't do, right? And also like in the Safari iOS 16, so like the newer version is ready, and actually it was there before, so that's great. But as soon as Chrome comes in, we're going to jump from 13% to just something like 45, 50 or something like this. So that's going to be great. There's also something about anchors. But we'll have to see how this works, because I think anchors are extremely new. So we'll see if any of this works. And then the last big one is going to be the container queries, which once again are available on the new Safari and iOS, and also is going to be available in the next version of Chrome, which is going to be releasing in 4 or 5 days, 3, 4, 5 days, something like this. So that's going to be it's going to be very interesting. Let's go and try all of those. So I'm really sorry if I don't see your messages and stuff. I'm going to be mostly looking at the screen here. Hopefully this is popping up sufficiently so I'll be able to see this. Otherwise, I also on a very open voice server, so some people might join at some point, and we'll see how it goes. I'm gonna put the music here. There you go. And now we are actually ready to go. We'll see how this goes. All right. So what I want to do is, for instance, have a launch text. So let's go to Wikipedia. What do we want to search for? Let's search for Montreal. So maybe I want to have those things. The paragraphs. There we go. Paragraphs, paragraphs, paragraphs. And they need to also close themselves. There you go. And I think this one is not closing itself. All right. Can I actually make this be? This is probably why there is not a lot of viewer. All right. Sorry about that. I was absolutely sure I was streaming the whole thing, and it looks like I was not streaming. So, all right. I guess that's why I need to double check that I'm actually streaming. I should have like a side monitor or something that's looking at the streaming thing. Oh, well. All right. And we should be back. That's a little bit sad. That's a little bit sad. All right. So, long story short, I was creating my stuff. I just absolutely plagiarize Wikipedia. And I am building a way for not having to worry at all about what you have to say. Everything is actually reactive to what is inside. So if you look at the CSS, what we have is we have that dialog here that is on the side that has a grid template that is very simple whenever there's only one section. So here it's like it basically is a column layout, except the button itself is pushed to the right. And that's it. But whenever you have a button, which is going to be like the exit kind of thing, and there is either two sections or a section and an image, then we actually change the grid templates and we just have the button itself, and then we have section and side section, which is what we have here. This is where we have like all of the your grid templates. So basically reacting to what is inside, like those has, we can make changes to either the parent, but this could also be the same, an element that is on the same level. So for instance, if I go here and I say, let's go here actually. So if I hover an image, for instance, how would I say that? If I hover, so if I have a section that has, I'm gonna have this here. If I have a section that has an image, I would like that background color to be red. That's fair. But now if I say on hover, you can come and say, whenever you hover the image that's on the side, make that be red. And this is really interesting because obviously you should be able to also say image over section. Let's say background. No, let's say color white. Color white. Is it? Oh yeah, but it's preceding, so it would be actually. Let's make it outline 3px solid green. Okay. So now if I just change this to be that has an image. So this one is following. Okay. Which means now you can actually reverse the thing. So you can come in and say a section that has an image that's hovered, do the opposite. A plus image? Yeah, there you go. So you can reverse it now. Very nice, very interesting. Very, very interesting. Let's go. Yeah, so that's really interesting. Now, you know, you have like the actual sibling selector, but that might be before. But actually, this is not. Yeah, is it really true that I can't target it this way? Blue. Yeah, sure, let's make it. Is it like the undefined? Yeah, no, it doesn't work at all. All right, so that's really cool in that sense also. And I guess you can start doing like way deeper kind of things now, because you can even go in and say, because it doesn't have to stop here, right? You could technically just go in and say, in that case, the button itself or any other elements basically at this point needs to have a background color of blue and a color of white. That is now getting really interesting, because depending on the condition of the dialog, you can still target the children's. So yeah, there's definitely like a lot. There's definitely a lot that can go into the has selector. And this could be as well for the parents, but also like for uncles, preceding and everything. So that's actually super hype, right? Now we're getting super hype. Now we are getting super hype. All right. And so for people catching in, basically what I'm doing here is just trying out a few new CSS APIs and stuff like this. But check this out. So this is my dialog that I create here. And when there's just a section within my dialog, which is the modal for all intents and purposes, it just displays as a column kind of thing. And as soon as I pop back in my image on the side, we can apply a lot of alternative styling. And all of this comes with those kind of notation where my dialog has a button and also has either two sections or a section plus an image. And in that case, we're targeting the descending button here. So that actually is really hype. This opens a lot of doors for design system, I guess, because now you don't even have to do any JavaScript to just like see if you have to what are the children of a specific elements and apply different styling and stuff like this, you can just go in and put the stuff in. And if you have a case prepared for those cases, then you're all set. Now the question is, and this is a question I'm gonna have to ask you, is this readable? Like if you had to debug this, so all of those are like very simple, but if you had to debug that, would you understand anything like this? And my stance is, if you don't know what has is, that would be difficult. But if you knew, then you'd be fine, I guess. Because it's really simple. It's like, it's a dialog that has a button inside. And the second one, it's a dialog, sorry, that has a button. And it's a dialog that has two sections, so a section plus a section, or a section followed by an image. Yeah. It does have some limitation though, because if I were to put my image in front, no, it's fine. Yeah, no, it's fine because this one is a selector. Yeah, there we go. In that case, it wouldn't work because that image is section. Sorry. Yes, for this set to image followed by a section. Do some change here, reload the stuff. No, it doesn't even work. What is going on? Oh, no. In that case, it doesn't work because we have this here that needs to be also an image that has a plus selection, so it can take its place. Okay, so now you need to do those two cases, and this is saving you. Interesting. So yeah, so you can have both cases, and you don't worry because like you want your text on the left and image on the right. That would make sense. So okay. Now, okay, so I can see how you can do a lot of stuff with that. A lot of stuff with that. Now we are going to read maybe on container queries, I guess. Container queries, CSS, because what I want to do is actually you realize here that depending on your screen size, this works or doesn't work, right? In that case, that size is directly linked to the window viewport, so you could get away with like media queries, but it might not always be the case, right? So maybe you're in a situation where I mean, here is a situation where that section may be only one column large or maybe two column large. So this is actually a good example. Is we're gonna just like this. I don't even remember how you make HTML comments. Damn. Yeah, that's a bang. Like, what is going on? Okay. So here you see like it's a 2-column kind of deal, and the other one is a 1-column kind of deal. So you really, if you wanted to just go in and say, oh, I really want to think about that section as a whole on how I write things at this level of abstraction, you don't know if you are in a 2-column layout, 1-column layout, maybe 3-column layout, maybe you are in a different thing. So maybe you want to use container queries. And basically container queries, what it does is look at the spaces, well, the way I understand it, and then we're going to explore what's going on there, is look at the spaces available for your container, I mean on the container, available on the container, and then depending on this, you will display CSS conditionally. It's kind of like the media queries, but within a container. So let's see how you were to create this. Give me so container type. Single axis containment. All right, let's go. Using container type size, this area is known in both dimension. Okay, in my case, I would only care about width, for instance. So inline size, I guess. Only for the width, yeah, container type. Okay, so let's go and have a container type on the model section and say this one is inline size. Okay. This is not this one. This is what I stole. Okay, so containment context. So now I have a containment context on that element. I create that looks okay. Nearest container context, which is likely the most common use case, blah blah blah. You may want to have a container name. Let's say you have two things. So you have like the dialog itself, then you have also the section. So let's go for it. Let's go for it. Container name. Can I write? Can I write? And this is going to be section. We'll see how it happens whenever you have like two names that have the same thing. If we have two sections, we're gonna explore. And I might have another use for this for the container here. And I'm gonna have a container name of dialog. Okay. Go small message, so give me 1 sec. Okay. All right. Oh, yes. Okay, so I have my section, I have my dialog. Now, what do we need? I need to go in and say there are some stuff that might happen whenever we are within that containment context. So an example would be to say that within dialog, whenever the min width is 400 pixels, so let's say we're getting to be a little bit larger, let's say 200 pixels because I'm zoomed in. I would like the color of the text to be red. Oh, I need to target something. I need to target something. I need to target something. Absolutely, absolutely. This is just a media query. And I cannot move lines with JSBin. Okay, so if it's over 200, pixel, which in that case is 50%, my dialog is 50% of the width, you can say, if you have space, please write in red. So maybe this would be something like font size. If you have a little bit of space, get yourself a little bit larger. If you don't, smaller. Okay, that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. And this is not about.
And it really made me realize
Okay. I'm coming back. It looks like my OBS is cursed, and it keeps on crashing. At least now I know whenever it does crash, so I can catch it faster. Okay, so this is technically linked to the size of the window because my dialog itself is linked to the size of the window. But it might not be. It might be like a case of you have a multiple section, you have the text that's on the side and everything, right? So let's make an example of this. Let's say you are, in that case, you would be in the container and this one would be the section. If you happen to be within the section, do I have to specify the whole chain? I guess I don't, because I'm gonna test this out. Color green, and I'm gonna add some span here. Okay, Quebec City. Let's say Quebec City. So there's multiple sections. If I remove this, because what I want is... Okay, so if I remove this, you see multiple things coming. So I increase this, and when I go to 400 pixel, the whole text turned red. This is this thing, because my dialog itself is now 200 pixel wide. Like we have like 50% of the we have 50% of the max screen. So now this is 200 pixel. This turned red. But as soon as I keep expanding, because you have like some margins here on the side, now you can keep on expanding, and whenever that block here reach 200 pixel, now, so whenever the section itself reach 200 pixel, now we want the span to be green. And this might be a case of, actually the span might be like let's say you wanted to do like some keywords or something like this, and say this one is... Okay, so when you have some space, go a little bit bigger. When you don't go, and maybe this is not 200 pixel, maybe this is like 300 pixel. So now you go green, red, and then suddenly you will have space. Let me just send this. Someone came in and say, what's your... do you have the watch thing? Okay. Okay, so you get to that thing where actually with the container queries, oh, sorry, friends having poker stories. Okay, so yeah, so you can see how this is really useful, right? It's just like if I go back to my example of having my image not be commented. So now whenever I do this, I have the two things. I'll be able to just say if this space is large enough, and can I get it to be large enough? It looks like I can't. I need to maybe make this a little bit smaller actually. Maybe 200 is a little bit. You know what? Let's make 300 again, and I'm just gonna zoom back out. So you see, like, you can be doing some cool stuff. Like, hey, I do have a little bit more space. Let's have something like this here, right? So yeah, I can see why this would be extremely convenient. No, I'm not playing the GG poker music. It's just like a random thing. Actually, no, it's not a random thing. It's stream beats things. So yeah, if you don't like it, I can give you something else. Okay, so and I probably need to zoom in a little bit for you. Okay, so we have all of this here, and that's great. So I do have my model that is opening differently depending on where we are. I do have my container queries. Now, something I wanted to do is try to have that section do something, because it is said they can name stuff, but I guess because, oh no, okay, I might have two sections. So if I just say container section, this would not work because there might be, yeah, there are multiple section things. So is it possible for me to see in the, it actually is. So if I now share my screen here, and I probably will actually have this on that side probably. Yeah, it's gonna be more useful. You can see like the container badge here. And I think I crashed my page. Oh, right. Yes, my page crashed. So I guess beware of what you're doing whenever you're doing this. So yeah, so I have my container here. Okay, so if you do this, it will crash. I guess this is still a work in progress. And that might be the case of, that may be the problem of JSBin as well. Like this could be very well be JSBin problem because this is not the best software in the world, right? So you can see here, it's the section. So no, there's only one section, but that section is at the moment 175. That section is not 300, so why would not this not trigger that? Container section. Whenever this is here, span. Do I have to say something like this? Because it's obviously working whenever this is not here, right? Is it a name collision kind of thing? section is going to be called test. So it's not a collision. Why is this guy not working with a name section? Let's look at the exact container name. I'm gonna zoom in a little bit for you so you can see it nicely as well. And by the way, if you have this solution, let me know in the chat. Available. Just a French dude speaking. Alright. You might want to create another container, which is fair. Like for instance, for the this is where container name will be useful. Container type and container name. A custom indent. Okay. Target that query container by adding container query. Okay, this is what I made. So in that case, is it possible that I say whenever the dialog is there, it's more than 100 pixel or 300 pixel? Now suddenly everything becomes big. Oh, let's make it the same. So it's working for if it turns red. And this is at the same time. I'm going to zoom in again so you can see everything. Turns red and green at the same time because this is the same. It is the same query. Okay. This is the same query here. The same container thing. Now my question is, why would you not be able to target the section specifically here? Because obviously if I say give me the closest one, it is going to be the section. Oh, you know what? It's because I am stupid. That is the most likely answer for all of the... And then when this goes to... No, it is not the most likely answer in that case. Okay. So I had my section. Let's go back to section test. Section test. And let's go back to minimal 100. Let's run it again. Okay, so this is working. 300 is just a lot because of my zoom, maybe. Okay. Oh yeah, because it's 300 of just that container now. So it's I need to zoom out a little bit, you know? Okay. So now I can come in and say, like, this is where this is getting really useful. Like, I'm gonna kill this. I'm gonna zoom back in to something I can actually turn it to be. So now this is useful because on my HTML, if I were to comment this, my model will be larger. I mean, the model itself is not going to be larger, but the section is going to be larger. And now I should be reaching that 300 way quicker. But you don't know, like it might be 2 columns, it's maybe only 1 column. All right. So this is really cool because now it also means that I can apply this to the dialog itself. I can apply this to a lot of different things. So I could be rewriting those rules here, depending on the size available to the dialog. It's interesting. Now, can we combine this into something that would be a little bit savage? Can we go outside of the container? Let's try. Let's try. I mean, we are here to try, right? So when the container dialog is min width of 300, let's say, I would like H1s to be blue. It is only gonna apply to the container, right? Yeah, okay, you can only go down. That makes a lot of sense. But can you have the as go inside? Or is it a little bit abusing? So let's say dialog. If you fish for something that would be inside, so an H1 that is close to a dialog that has a section. Yeah, no, it's not gonna work like this, right? It's not gonna work like this, right? Yeah, I guess you can't really escape the container because the most you can do is make it an uncle. So if I were to put that dialog on top here, and I think I'm breaking everything now. I want to download this just in case. Okay, I'm breaking everything. Let's go back to where it was. Okay. Yeah, no, because this would apply to the color of the dialogue itself here, so it's not really interesting for us. Yeah. Okay. Can I break this in some any other... If you have any idea in the chat, let me know. Can I break this in any other way? Because here what I need is... It's a section that is within... Oh, and I guess this is... This is declared after. Why you not happy? Okay. I needed a space. It's red, then it's blue. I guess, does it override? No. Specificity still applies. That's fair. That's fair. Now, can I do something about that? If I go in and I say this is a dialog that has a section, background color. Yeah, have a good lunch, Monty. Alright. Okay, I guess this is really only like you can't really escape the containment, which is fair. Like this is not what it's made for. And those are actually bleeding edge, like super bleeding edge. So I guess they are not yet made to be working or interacting together. Okay, so that's great. We got this set up. So I'm gonna remove that because this is not working. Now the next thing that I want to touch on is the Anchor API. And when I mean the Anchor API is CSS Anchor. Oh, the link. Anchor positioning is that thing. Left half distance. Scroll. Where are you? Yeah, that's it. Is you can then anchor to the button, for instance, but you have to define something. So I just need to first find exactly what is CSS anchored position. Yeah, exactly. This is it. And we'll have to see who is supporting that. Express in script. Anchor my button, and my button is the anchor. Okay, we'll have to see what goes here. Position set. All right, looks like I have about 20 minutes every time before it crashes. So, all right. So this is vertically centering. Okay, so this is great, but who is supporting this at the moment? Select option style CSS API surface. Okay, this one is the next one I'm going to. Is the pop-up one, because this is what I want in the end. Like, it's really like, rather than having a modal that just like opens. And I'm not quite sure why this is getting here, you know? What is going on? What is going on? Is it something that might be related to something I wrote in here? I guess I need to just say... Display grid? Yeah. Okay, we're good. Okay. So actually, this was the reason whenever I just like popped this on top, it was freaking out. But there's really no reason why it would be freaking out, right? Yeah. No, what I want is just like not have a button here, but actually have like an actual pop-up, like an overlay whenever I hover it. So this is like the end of that exploration. That's going to be the pop-up thing. But for this, I need to be able to... Well, you know what? We can start with the pop-up. Because the pop-up, I didn't play with it a lot, but it's quite simple, actually. So let's say I'm gonna call it a main, and I'm gonna say it's a pop, and you see like it just like disappear. Whenever you have like that property, it just disappears. And the reason it disappears is because it's waiting to be called. And this one, the popup HTML attribute it's extremely new. It's like extremely new. So no one is really it's show popup. No one is really supporting it. In order to support it, if you want to try it out in your project or testing out yourself, you need to actually be in Chrome Canary. So this one is 107. I think it's open since 105. But you would need to, it's still behind the flag of the experimental web feature. So if you want to play with this, you'll have to do a little bit of stuff here and there. So we're gonna just see if we can make this. It's not gonna be show modal, it's gonna be show popup. And I guess it's gonna be hide popup. All right, so you see here, this is what it does, right? It just opens and close it, right? So if I were to change this a little bit and make it not on click, but on mouse enter, I run the JavaScript. I need to maybe change the JSBin sometimes does weird stuff. Is it on mouse enter? That's it. Whenever you mouse over. Oh, sorry, there's no on. Mouse enter, is it possible? Yeah, there you go. And so I guess we can also say that we're gonna have like a trigger for, I guess I can copy paste. Whenever we leave on mouse leave, you are going to handle on click. This is not true anymore, right? But there you go. You see, like you have like that super pop-up kind of thing. The problem with that is now you need to do a bunch of JavaScript calculation to make it stick to the button, just like what you would have in Wikipedia. And I think I went to Montreal here. You know, like whenever you have like this exact behavior of like it actually sticks to the link itself, not just like, you know, where the mouse is and stuff like that. So this is where like the anchoring thing becomes interesting, because this is what I really want to do, right? It's just have that not dialog open, but like the, and I guess I can change dialog everywhere. Can I search for all? I cannot search for all of them, so I'm gonna just say main, 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 main. We're gonna get there, we're gonna get there. Okay, close enough, close enough. I missed one. There you go. All right. now I missed another one. My main has all of this. Let's call it dialog still. Guess I can remove that. Okay, we're gonna inspect. So the main here. This is a container. It's a pop-up. I guess it's not a grid because it's not open here. It is there. A pseudo element. CSS pseudo class open. There you go. Easy. Easy win. So when it's open, there you go. Now we are back to having our CSS grid. Okay. So what I want is really, I want this to stick to that button, not be, you know, in the middle of the screen. The middle of the screen is fine, but I want really just like to stick to the thing. So I'm gonna start with reading a little bit more about position anchor, because I saw something that was extremely simple. What was it? Twitter anchor CSS. Okay, we're gonna search here. Come on, Twitter. Oh, do I have to be? No, it's not this. Anchor CSS. Oh, exactly this. Thank you, Jay. It's exactly what I want. Anchoring API, let's do blah 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 blah. Different version when thing gets clipped. Okay, so we're gonna have this. I'm gonna get there. So we're gonna start with saving this in some places. There you go, anchor name. I mean, I like this on my, and I retweeted, I think, on my main account, but this is really cool, and we're gonna just try the demo link just because behind. Okay, can I have the code pen? Yes. Okay. So where's my GS? Okay, the GS is not too bad. And this is most likely going to be close pop-ups and stuff like this, yeah. Hide pop-ups, exactly what I want. Show the different anchors. Product menu, okay, I can probably do something like this. Okay, let's see. Where you have different is, okay. For anything that is a pop-up, when it's open, we put like a variable, CSS variable. Opacity. Oh, and I guess there is like a transition. Oh yeah, sure. Opacity, exactly. So there's a transition. We transition from 0 to 1. Okay, makes sense, makes sense. This is how you do like the nice thing, okay. But what I want is the anchor. Give me the anchor. Where are my anchors? There's no anchors in that. Set property, get bounding rec of the anchor. Oh, okay, no, so there's no CSS about this yet. There's no CSS about this yet. Okay, I'm mocking the anchoring here with a smidge of JavaScript. Yes, okay. Okay. There's like a lot of mocking here. Okay. You will be able to. Okay, so it's not there. It is not there. Okay. Oh, it lets you. Future CSS tip. Okay, it lets you. Okay. Is it there? Is it not there? You don't need to be sibling nested. Blah, 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 blah. Okay, there's some confusion here. How do I move stuff? Anchor. Okay, no, there is. Okay, it's definitely there. Okay. So we're gonna try to do exactly that. This is that. Okay, no problem. Anchor. Okay, there you go. Fallback position. Try anchor top, anchor top. Position fallback top to bottom. Okay, what is my top to bottom? Top to bottom. Okay, so you create your fallbacks. We're gonna try to have anything that's working, right? So anything that's working would be anchor name on my button. We're gonna have only one to start, I guess. So on my button, which is part of a paragraph, and there's only this guy that's part of the paragraph. Anchor name trigger. Then I would be able to say my main, which is the thing that pops in that case, will be top, be the anchor bottom, I guess. Seems to not really change anything. So main. There is no display. Position that is fixed. It's a position that is need to just like not have this. It's a position fixed. You know what? I'm gonna start with not having it be removed. Okay, so now we can go and look at this a little bit more. So this has a position fixed. Oh, sure. I need to just like make it anchor the actual anchor. Okay. Okay, doesn't seem to be changing much. Anchor trigger, right? Okay. Okay, no. Fixed, that's correct, that's what it should be. This is position, the height is the fit content. So that anchor is not doing much, right? But here it is, so can you show me the other one? Okay. Anchor. Okay. I can't really move this, so I don't know what is there. Anchored position absolute. So this one is a position absolute. Am I getting jbaited at the moment? Is it something that doesn't work, but looks like it does? Yeah, there's definitely some translation kind of. Oh no, this one is the. This one is this. Okay. Position relative. Oh, and there's some extra here. No, this is just the text. Okay. That's my anchor. So the main gives the position relative. And that is the anchor. Anchored, okay. There you go, stream crashed again. We are back. Preview scaling. I don't know if it's whenever I do preview here. We'll have to see. We'll have to see. So, I just don't see this being used anywhere. So it's a translate. Offset X. Yeah, let me just try to move this guy. If we go ahead and say okay, so this is definitely following. this is definitely following the anchored kind of thing. This is definitely following it. I just don't know where. Anchored. The SVG anchored, position fallback, position absolute. I guess I need to look at position fallback, what it does. Top to bottom. Oh, wait a second. Anchor name probably is going to help. And position fallback, I probably need to copy those positions fallbacks. Position fallback. Top, anchor, anchor, anchor. Anchor. Okay. Oh no, this one I really don't want. This is the one I want. Okay, so they're all called anchor. So in my case, that would be trigger. Oh, I can just rename this anchor. I remove that. And I actually make it here. Let's try refreshing the whole thing. It's still not doing much, right? Position fallback seems to be doing something. If I were to call this position absolute, and the position is not really doing anything, right? Okay. Let's see. Okay. Position fallback, position absolute. Okay. Okay, so this is here and my anchor is green. Okay. So my anchor is here. anchored is outside of the main. So this whole thing is outside of the main. This whole thing is outside of main. Okay, this seems like a big. Seems like a big debate. Like it's not something I'm supposed to.
You want to know what your big mistake was, Black? What mistake? It's that stolen body! Every muscle, every cell! His body was built from a lifetime of intense battles! But you took it! It's all secondhand! You feel the power in those Saiyan cells, but you don't truly understand it! Because you didn't build it! And you'll never learn to think like that clown!
Okay.
You're an interloper, a Saiyan imposter.
Where's my anchor?
I'm the real thing. The almighty Prince Vegeta!
They know that I'm the strongest, but they don't wanna believe it, motherfucker. There's a reason why they call me Prince Vegeta. Yeah, I'm more than just a Saiyan. I'm a king and I'm a leader. I'm a legend to my people. I get stronger, never weaker.
Okay, this is obviously working.
To stop me. You may have invaded my mind and my body, but there's one thing a Saiyan always keeps: his pride!
They know that I'm the strongest, but they don't wanna believe it, motherfucker. There's a reason why they call me Prince Vegeta. Yeah, I'm more than just a Saiyan. I'm a king and I'm a leader.
Pretty sure this is not legal to stream that. There you go. We're back to something that's legal to stream. Okay. I'm slightly confused actually, so let's delete that code. Let's make it like the minimal repro available. Make it not be a pre at all. Let's remove that. Okay, if I were to remove this. Okay. The fact that it's a display grid as a background is not gonna make any difference. Okay. Okay, anchor SVG. Sure, whatever. Okay, anchored. Okay, so that's the boat. Padding color. This has nothing to do with it. This has nothing to do with it. Position absolute. Okay. Okay. Margin, height. Oh. Okay, so height has a meaning. Okay, weird sound, but that's fine. Okay. Okay. Okay, I'm not quite sure why my stuff is not working then. Try top right. So if I say top to the bottom of the anchor. Okay, this is obviously working. Why is it not in mine? Main position fallback. Oh wait, is it because everything is set? Okay. Okay. So in that case, that's the top, that's to the bottom of this. The right is going to be on the anchor right. It's going to be position fallback. That's going to be popup. Okay, let's try to maybe put this on top here. Okay. Position absolute. If you try this, if it doesn't work, try to stick the left to the left. And if this doesn't work, you try to put the bottom to be at the top of the anchor on the right. And if this doesn't even work, left to the left. And if that doesn't work, well, there are other problems. Okay, it seems like this is not doing anything. Position fallback, pop up. Okay, anchor. Let's give it an ID, maybe. Quebec. So button ID Quebec. This is not it. This is not it. If I were to not do a pop-up, would that be better? Let's make it not a pop-up. Okay. If I define this position absolute, okay. Okay, so this is green. Okay, let's make it way simpler. Let's make it way simpler. So main, there's going to be a button in it. It's going to be not main, that's going to be a div. Okay, let's try it the other way around and let's try to add stuff to it. There's no container queries in there, there's nothing. When main is open, when main has stuff, we don't care. Come on. You just missed when everything worked. So yeah, now everything is good. It all works great. I can now do everything I need. I will say that the width of this needs to be 300 pixels. So if it doesn't work this way, it will stick to the other way. And if for some reason there's not enough space on top, it will try and fail. Can I say center? Can I say center? We're gonna try. It looks to not be working. So it means 0 in that case. Anchor left. Right. Anchor left. This is not correct. Yeah, this is correct. I was on the... Yeah, okay, that's perfect. Then the other way around, if you can't, then if you can, go back. And if you really can't, we're gonna say goes to the bottom. The left is gonna be 0, and the right is gonna be 0. Okay, so now we can go back to put all of the pop-up kind of things, which in that case is just really the trigger here. Trigger for Quebec City, and I need to just make this back to be a pop-up. Of course. Of course. So, let's see what changes. Let's see what changes. Let's see what changes. So pop-up makes it a position. This is not legal to stream either. Oh, okay, no. Okay, it is. Included some random French things. Okay. All right. That's a little bit stupid. So it's all good here. And then it is not anymore. This might be a bug in the... This might very well be a bug in the experimental things. Let's close this. I mean, we can... sorry, that's not what I wanted to do. We can definitely override all of those and see if there's really anything that we can do. So this is unset. Sorry, I'm in the wrong one. I'm in the wrong one. Height, unset, 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 inset. Oh, that might be this guy. Okay, so this is now sticking to the bottom. I guess I can take this and put it at the bottom here. It's going to be easier. Okay. This should go at the bottom. What's going on? Sure, let's have it on top. That's fine. Height, fit content, inset. It's a fixed. Okay. I mean, this is not going to be those. Margin, color height. Okay. 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 Let's read a little bit more. Is it just a case of no? Fixed position set, anchor. All of those are prepositions. Okay. Fixed largest height. Okay. And then you use JavaScript to do that. Okay. Document. All right. I mean, I guess I'm gonna still try to do some stuff with this, but this seems to be about as far as I can go. And I'm gonna have just to wait a little bit for this to show up. So anchor, not really there yet. And yeah, I'll see you later. And I mean, I do have enough with the as and the container queries and stuff to do some interesting things. I was really excited for the anchor because anchors and pop-ups seems to be working well together, but I mean, they seem in theory to sound great together, but they obviously don't. Like if this is exactly what I want. Absolute. Okay, I think I may have crashed the whole thing though. I have crashed the whole thing. Did I crash the whole thing? Quebec City. Yeah, so this is correct. I really don't want to have something like I mean, you could technically bypass the pop-up thing altogether and just say okay, and now what you would say is rather than being open, guess you could do something like this, but then you lose anything related to top layers. You lose the top layer. Top layer is really like where the thing was great. Oh, but what if this was a dialog? And what if this was show hide? Same problem, right? Same problem. This now is a dialog. Probably can just do a little bit, you know? Okay, it doesn't show at all because now I need to just say open. I just do not say anything here. Wait a second. This one is sticking. Okay, why would you not work then? Little hide, so you can't hide. So it's trying to be on left side. Then if there's not enough space, it goes here. I mean, this is great. Yeah, okay, this one is probably not great. Show. Okay, so this guy is not part of the top layer. So currently it doesn't hide. Oh, no, stupid me, stupid me, stupid me, stupid me. It's not hide, it's close whenever you talk about dialog. Okay. Okay, so we're back in business. We are back in business. Just because, there we go. No, we are back in business. We are back in business. Okay. Show hide, except this is not top layer friendly. This is not top layer friendly. Okay. Top layer, it is not. I guess that's still nice. Okay, so we're back. And I guess I managed to crash. Guess I managed to crash YouTube music as well. Okay. All right. So now I'm back. All right. So I get this working, but now I guess I can say this is 100 viewport width. Okay. This is going the other way. Okay, this is not escaping this. All right. I think I know enough for this, and I know I need to stick to stuff that at the very least is on caniuse.com. The rest is probably a little bit too fresh. All right. For those that are still here, have a good day, and see you in the next video. Cheers.